Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Canuck and Nuts with the Buffalo Sabres. We are doing the trade deadline here. So we looked at trade destinations, and we went with the New York Islanders. So the three players right there on their block: Josh Bailey, Jordan Eberle, and Andres Lee. We talked about. So I did some research. I did some scouting. So Eberle we're not going with. Bailey no, but we're going to go with Lee. I want to see if the trade I offer for Lee would go for Bailey as well. Just because there's one thing I will show you guys if it does not go through, which is not the end of the world. So sorry, Connor Sheary is going back to get rid of that left wing position on the second line. Evan Rodriguez, 25 overall at 79. I thought about Tage Thompson, but I mean, Tage 21 to 25. He has room for opportunity to grow. And we're going to give up we're going to give Kronholm and Kukkonen as just some extras back. Just want to see if that would go through. Rejected. Okay, so we're just going to go with the original deal I had in place. So that is Andres Lee. So Andres Lee is coming back to the Buffalo Sabres, as well as a fourth for Sheary, Rodriguez, Kronholm, and Kukkonen. Hit the wrong button there. So that is the first deal we are making. So Andres Lee is now a Buffalo Sabre. And then I have one more deal to make that I never talked about with you guys, but I did some looking into, and it's all about players not wanting to sign here. So one of it was Rodriguez did not want to sign here, so I didn't want to lose for nothing. So it's the Vancouver Canucks. It is defenseman Troy Stecher. He is 24 years old, 80 overall, and he has a cap hit of 2.325. So the defenseman we're giving back is Jake McCabe. He did not want to sign with us, so we are going to send him back. As well, we are giving up a sixth as well to acquire Stecher. So there we have it. There's our two moves we're going to make it try and make a playoff run. I think we did well. Players we gave up, McCabe and Stecher, one was pretty much a one-for-one shot right there. Andres Lee, though, we gave up Connor Sheary, who was a third liner in my opinion. Evan Rodriguez, another third liner, and then two prospects, so we don't think we'll make the team at any point. So I think we did well. So we're going to move over to the Pittsburgh game. I'll play it, highlights. You guys know the deal. So the Philly game, Scotty Upshall is back. We are not going to put him back in just for one reason. So here is, I forgot to talk about signings. So we have some signings. We have John Ponville, Skinner, Larson, Allmark, Kerfoot, Redmond. I signed in free agency just as some depth, just in case, and as well Michael Camilleri, just to be safe. Yeah. So what I did is I took their overall, or what they wanted, and I just downgraded it the 15% like they do, or you could do before. So we are going to send Saboka down just because of that cap hit, and I don't see the need. I'll bring Camilleri up because Camilleri is a higher overall, and I think that's the only one I'll do is send him down. And if you went on waivers, oh well. We'll switch Larson. And we're going to put Camilleri in there. So that's what we're going to look with, guys. We just added to the third line. Middlestad's now a third line potential player, so that's perfect. So that is where we're going with, guys. So we are currently sitting in second. It looked like, okay, third. We win this game, though, we are in second place. Obviously, points count really a lot now, so let's hope we can get a playoff run. So you guys know the deal. Play the game, have the highlights, have the summary, and we'll continue simming, and we'll see if we can make the playoffs with this team in year number 1. So enjoy, guys.
Looking to get it out. As that point passes well. Shoots. He scores! Nice beginning if you're the home squad. Up 1-0. The Penguins with a center ice face-off win.
Letang's seen the ice extremely well.
Score! And he has scored for the 100th time. This player's proven again that he can... Nice stick by the defense. Loose puck did not go well. Able to hang on behind the net. Score! A power play goal, and it's a biggie.
Net was open for a second, but he shut it down.
Propelled to Hornquist. He scores! What an important goal in the game. They've got a 2-goal lead.
So yeah, unfortunately, guys, we take a big loss right there to the Pittsburgh Penguins, 7-4. No really comments to say. Obviously, there's some goals there that Hutton should have had. The Letang one he should have had. And there's me. Then there's one where I accidentally played it. But yeah, we're just gonna pretend that one never happened and just simulate the rest now. So we're almost done this season. Let's hope we can get some winning in here and make a playoff run. So Tage Thompson sprained his ankle, just a heads up. So I have Scotty Upshall playing the center line, and I'm not liking this already. We're just taking a loss after a loss. Michael Frolik out, but Tage is back. So Tage Thompson, replacement for Scotty Upshall. Okay, W. I need to get a couple, and a concussion obviously. That's perfect. Perfect, right there. Big acquisition, gone. Oh, look at this. Taking some L's. I don't know if we're gonna make the playoffs now. This is great. This is just great. Scotty Upshall out. Foley in. Let's see what happens here. Scott Wilson out with a concussion. Everybody's getting hurt. Another W. I think 43, 44 wins needs to help us. And there we go. I told us, there we go. Something happened in that locker room. These guys are just snapped. Scott Wilson's not back. He's just going to stay scratched. And 43 wins. There we go. I told you. And Johan Larsson out with a broken nose. This team is not going to be healthy. And then we take a loss, another win. But I think we have a playoff spot, guys. I think we have a playoff spot. And I apologize if my voice keeps going. It's I'm losing my voice. Last night, I was at the, for anybody who knows Volbeat and Godsmack, they were here. And I got to see them live. It was a great show. But 46, 28, and 8. So what happened? Let's just recap right here. We're not going to check and make the playoffs. So we won the first game after the post or trade deadline. And we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 6 after that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-game winning streak. Actually won our last 11 of 12 games. Nice. And I'm expecting to see a playoff, and we are in the playoffs, guys. 100 points, that does it for us. Look, I can tell you right now, we're going to take up against the Boston Bruins. Just so let's make sure we are right. We are going up against Boston. We are going up against the Boston Bruins. We played them already once this year. We're obviously for division rivals, played multiple times. We'll be played against them once, and you watched highlights. I'll have highlights. Let's take a look at our points and our stats for our boys. So Eichel had 60 leading the way for the team. Ponville had 56, Reinhardt 52, Skinner 46, Kerfoot. Not many surprises stand out. Could have been a lot better, in my opinion. Yeah, hopefully next year Skinner and Eichel can click together. So taking a look at the league, it's Ovechkin winning it. We got Ross with Ryan O'Reilly with 89 points. Patrick Kane, Tarasenko, Giroux, Kuznetsov, Tavares, Draisaitl, and Voracek. For goals, I think it's obvious Ovechkin with 51. I know we're going to take a look at the rookies quickly. I know we didn't get it, but it's Pettersson with 64, followed by Colin White, Philip Zadina, and Andrei Svechnikov, Andreas Janssen, and our guy Rasmus Dahlin right down there. So let's take a look at the playoff tree to see who we got, see who's in, see who's not. So it's Nashville, Winnipeg, that happened. Those teams were in. Colorado, St. Louis, those teams were in. Oilers and Kings, both teams not in this year, making it in the first year. San Jose and Chicago. Chicago don't make it, but San Jose is in. So that's the West. Let's take a look at the East. So it's Pittsburgh and Washington, Philly and Carolina, Boston and us, and Toronto and Florida. So I think we're going to have a tough series up against Boston. Obviously, we know what they have in the first line of Bergeron, Marchand, Pasternak. So we take a look at their line. So for some reason, Marchand's on the second. So for some reason, they're all messed up. So the perfection line is not together. It's DeBrusk, Bergeron, and Johansson. Marchand, Krejci, Pasternak. Nordstrom, Coyle, and Corrali. Heinen, Backus, and Bjork. On defense, it is Krug, McAvoy, Chara with the out. I think he will be playing, though. I think we've seen that before. Brandon Carlo, Kevin Miller, John Moore. And I don't see why not, but it's Tuukka, of course, in net with Halak backing him up, scratched. Chris Wagner, Matt Grzelcyk, and Jamel Smith. So I think they have us beat on the forwards for sure. I'm not saying that we don't have a good forward group, but I mean, they've got their first line technically is Pasternak, Marchand, and Bergeron. Way better than our first line. And then the depth is kind of equal. But we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. So we first year make the playoffs with the 46-28-8 record. Went 9-1 in our last 10, so it shows how well. And they went 8-2 in their last 10. So right there, you can see that both teams had a hot run to the playoffs. So you guys let me know if there's any other moves we should make, if there's any line changes or anything. But that is it for this one. So next episode, we will go up against the Boston Bruins in the first round of the Eastern Conference Finals. Or not the Eastern Conference Finals. Stanley Cup Playoffs, sorry. Yeah. So you guys know what to do. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, tell your friends, follow us on social media. We get more videos, and we like the support from you guys. So have a great time, everybody, and I'll see you in round number 1.